back, people, and today we're back on film on Jalin Conyers, Texas Tech tight end, and he's one of the more intriguing developmental prospects in this class at that position. Listed at 6'3", 263, so he's got really good size to him, and he's a very good athlete. Tested really well at the combine, and also looks like that on tape. He moves super well, has great short area quickness, body control in the air, balance, whether it's, with the ball in his hands or not. He's, a guy that didn't get a ton of usage in college. He played at Arizona State as well, but you can see that athleticism pop, and I think he has improved as a blocker. He still needs to get better as a blocker, but he's a guy that, I think you take a chance on late rounds with that physical and athletic profile that can make some plays down the field, but also has the potential to develop as a Y inline guy for you because he has the skill set, the size to sort of do that. Then there's some reps on the film right there, number 12, moving a guy down like that. He makes some tough catches. I do think his hand catch technique can still be better, but he still comes away catching the ball, making some impressive plays. And also when he was at Arizona State, they would put him in at wildcat quarterback. How Tyler Warren's that guy in this class? He was kind of asked to do some of that too, and you'll see some of those clips. He looks like a natural with the ball in his hands. He even threw a touchdown at Texas Tech. This guy's just a ball player. Very, very exciting. One of those guys that I think could go a little higher than people even expect. But if he falls, a little bit on day 3 in this deep tight end class, he's a guy that I would be looking for because I think he's got some versatility to his game. And then that athletic, you bet on those athletic traits. Here, down the field, just running the slot fade and making the adjustment, basically boxing him out. Look at him just fully attack the ball at the highest point, the full extension. He's got the catch radius, the tracking ability to adjust, and he makes the adjustment in the air. Look at him fully extend to get that ball, snag it. That's just really, really good ability. Strong hands to come down with that, pull that away. That is textbook work. And even then, I feel like he could have been even better with his catch technique with how he caught it, but he still just comes away with these balls. He pulls away from the defender as well, uses his hands to not really push, not really create an obvious PI, but get a subtle push off. And he timed that up perfectly. So that's a big part of his game. Here he is at Arizona State, just kind of running past the DB. DB kind of gets caught, taking a false step. Look at him just vertical down the field. He can be a vertical threat. Catch the ball, and then he has the speed. And then look at the play strength and contact balance. Just work through this contact. Guy tries to pull him down. He stays on his feet. Fall forward. He ends up tripping, but you can see that ability to just work through contact, which I think is a big part for a guy that is listed at his size. 6'3", 263 is a really nice built frame, and he moves super well for that size. Here he is just running the drag. Let him just pull away from this DB, who does end up getting, chipped, but that guy didn't have great angle on it anyways, and look at him just, work down, pull away. He's got really good play speed. He's moving right here. Catch this ball, then the block happens, and then gets into the end zone, throw his body into, a defender. And then they just kind of throw up some jump balls for him. He'll make a nice play at the catch point. Look at him. Physical, back shoulder, through contact. The other one, when he caught the ball, he had already completely separated. This one, he's catching it through the defender and still going up and making a tough catch there. You can see it from here, this point of view. Ball even gets up into his face mask a little bit, and he's still able to hang on to it with tough hands with the guy pulling down on him. Through contact ability, just what you want to see, and stay on his feet. I always love seeing this, is that he's a guy that through contact can still stay on his feet. Obviously it doesn't matter here in this situation, but these are just small things you're looking for to be oh yeah, he's got balanced body control to even stay on his feet after making some tough catches. And then the blocking ability is definitely something he's improved at, but still definitely I think that's a big reason, if he was a top tier blocker, man, he would be someone I think a lot of teams want to take a chance on. But there are flashes of it like this. Just completely, washing this guy down the line on that run for Taj Brooks. I don't think this was a huge strength, but it is nice to see at least show on the film. Completely move that guy horizontal. You get that horizontal displacement, allow that cut back to happen. And then he's also just a guy, you put him out in the slot, I think he can play inline, has a big slot, and make some tough catches for you. Be a reliable threat. He still needs also I think route running. Working on your nuance and man-to-man, but he makes up for that with his ability to win in contested situations. So that's big. And then obviously a lot of times for tight ends, it's all about eating up area versus zone, making tough catches. Here you get to see him finding a soft spot in the middle of the field, work through some contact, make a catch that's low, low catch over the middle. As you can see, like I think he tried to like he goes over the top with it. He does hang on to it, but as I was saying, that's the catch technique problem. Like sometimes he'll go over the top when he should like, try to scoop it underneath. But he's still able to hang on to it when he does that, and that's something he can work at. Here, blocking on the move, like as you can see, like he kind of just throws his shoulder into this guy, but he's able to stay balanced on a big body defensive end, stay balanced, and then able to also then get his hands on him and drive him out. Like not a terrible rep. I would like to see more technique in the middle of it instead of just throwing your shoulder. Like better guys will beat you in that situation. But you can see some play strength and balance there to seal and kick out in those situations. Here he is blocking on the move on some outside zone. He can do this at on the line of scrimmage. Here, I mean, he's a little off the ball here, but basically attached to the line and going out there blocking a DB. You can see some decent technique here with his hands and his hips, trying to like reach and get across. The ball never quite gets out there, and ends up finishing the block. I mean, the guy gets caught up on some people, but overall, not a terrible rep from when you look at it from just a technical perspective, and that's kind of what you're trying to look at him and project him at the next level, because the blocking, he wasn't always on the field. So like this is why he's kind of a developmental guy. And you see stuff like this. This is when he was at Arizona State a couple of years ago, and you run wildcat with him, snap him the ball direct, and he's moving like this. Look at the fluidity and explosiveness. Look at him bend away from this defender, bend away, and once he makes a miss, able to instantly redirect his path back the other way and accelerate away from the safety. This is not natural for a guy at that size. He's able to pull away and pick up, an extra handful of yards that he probably shouldn't. Here in the backfield, basically wildcat stuff, but he's lined up as a running back. They hand him the ball instantly and he throws it. Like, I believe he was a high school quarterback. Makes a nice throw into the end zone. Like, just some fun, versatile usages for him. Like, obviously the throwing stuff won't be probably a main thing, but you ever need a guy on your team that can maybe take a wildcat snap in a short yardage situation, your QB's not that athletic, big physical athletic type, you can throw him in there. He'd be the QB sneak guy for a team. There's just some fun usages with him, and I feel like he's one of the developmental guys in this class that I take a chance on. To me, he's like he's kind of like in the like Terrence Ferguson for Oregon. They're kind of similar, like types. Like they have like similar skill sets, but Ferguson is definitely more polished. So like Ferguson's gonna go earlier, but Conyers is like, once you miss out on guys like Warren at the top, and then you start missing out on guys like Ferguson and stuff. This is when you go after guys like Conyers, because he kind of is in that same type of player. He's got that athleticism. He's also even a little bit bigger than some of those guys that he's gonna go behind, which is also just another element that you could potentially work with. So if you're usually wish that, comment, subscribe, and subscribe.